This is my third recording in the last 3 days. We are hitting this franchise very hard. I know that you guys aren't going to be getting episodes every single day, but this is my third day in a row recording the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. I just want to get in here and redeem myself for these past 2 losses and hopefully come away with a victory against the Raiders. To start this episode out, we are going to go ahead and cut Godwin Egwebuke. I don't know if that's how you say his name or not, but we're going to go ahead and cut him. Reason for that is we're going to go ahead and sign a running back because I meant to try and cut him here, but I want to go ahead and try and find a good third string running back. So we're going to release him. That will free up a little bit of cap space. Not really that important to free up cap space at this point in the season, but there was a running back. I was looking at the free agents, and there's a running back that is a free agent that I'm very interested in. And that running back is James Robinson, 25 years old, 73 overall. He will be our third string running back. So we're going to go ahead and sign him to our active roster. It'll be $2.25 million. And we're going to go ahead and look at his stats because his rookie year for Jacksonville, he was really good. And then in his second year, they brought in ETN, and then he kind of took over that role. So taking a look at his stats here, in his rookie year, 240 carries for 1,000 yards. And then the next season, he even ran pretty well then. Then last year, he wasn't terrible. I think James Robinson will give us kind of that safety net as our third running back, just in case, Najee or Jalen Warren were to go down. Like I said, he will be third on the depth chart. And then looking at our defensive line, I wanted to try and find a replacement for DeMarvin Leal since he is starting at the moment. I just felt like there wasn't really anybody to go ahead and try and sign. So we're going to try and continue playing DeMarvin Leal at defensive end. Hopefully we can get good games out of him. If not, we will probably look to try and make a change. I also talked about in the last episode, Mitchell Trubisky will be quarterback number 1 for this game against the Raiders. The first mock draft is out, and surprisingly, we're not even picked to take a selection in the top 10. They still think we could have a pretty good season, and we are projected to take Terrell Allison out of Michigan. He's on our board, so I'm guessing that's probably why. But there's a guy that I'm interested in. I talked about him in the last episode as well, and that's Casey Spencer. We don't have to talk about him anymore, but as we uncover more about what Casey Spencer can potentially bring to the roster, I will show you guys that as it happens. 6 foot, 200 pounds out of Iowa. He's used to wearing the black and gold, so it'd be pretty interesting to see if we could select him if he was available for our selection. So we do have to go ahead and do our regional scouting focus. I can't really remember what that entails. I think that's just where we take our national scout and so that's where we go here for our regional scouts and we set our focus scouting. So for our West Scout, we're going to go offensive tackle. For our Central Scout, we're going to go wide receiver. Northeast Scout will also be offensive tackle. And then our Southeast Scout will also be offensive tackle. So we're potentially looking to improve on the offensive line in this draft, as it is a very good offensive line draft class. I know here it says strengths are cornerback, wide receiver, and then you got left tackle there. But there's some pretty good right tackles as well, and they can pretty much be moved interchangeably as well. So if you guys are enjoying this franchise so far, I encourage you to subscribe because it's going to keep coming. I do want to get back to the NCAA 06 race for the Heisman series, but I want to at least catch up to real life before we get back to that series. This is a series that I believe I'm going to enjoy as long as we can start picking up some wins. So looking at weekly strategy, we had gone with contain the quarterback scramble the last couple of weeks. We're not going to go with that. Okay, so this is our defensive strategy. So we're going to just go ahead and defend the inside run here against Josh Jacobs, who looks to be their best player on offense. Devontae Adams probably is, to be honest. But yeah, we had been going blitz counter against the past previous teams, and I'm not going to do that this time. Instead, I'm going to go with throw it short. We need to be able to establish a passing game if we want to beat the Raiders. If we want to beat anybody, you have to eventually establish a passing game. So that's the focus there. And then here are our focus players. I'm not going to show you guys the mini games, probably just at the end of what medal we got. Hopefully we can, get silver and gold. So with 1 rep remaining, we are currently at silver. Hopefully we can at least hang on to silver. Getting gold would actually be pretty cool as well, as this one is going to be caught. But we are going to eventually get gold at some point with Joey Porter Jr. we're destined to have it happen, but I think the last time we had gotten bronze with him. So to get silver that time is a step in the right direction. So we got silver with Keanu Benton. We're 1 rep away from gold, as this is a pretty easy mini game, to be honest with you. You don't really have to try that much in order to get it. As actually we got silver, so surprisingly we're not going to get gold. I thought we were pretty much set up for gold. You get bronze, silver, and then on that last rep you're going to get gold. Not this time. So here's the weekly game plan. I think 2+ passing touchdowns is something we need to focus on. It's something that we haven't really done. We haven't even passed for a touchdown. We got 1 offensive touchdown on the season. So, you know, we do need to start scoring some touchdowns. And then we're also going to do no sacks allowed. I think our offensive line has held up pretty good against the pass rush. Seeing as how we went up against Nick Bosa and Myles Garrett. And then you got Max Crosby this week. I mean, that's 3 of the best pass rushers in the league aside from TJ Watt. Looking at training here, no injuries on the offensive side of the ball. And then we scroll down on the defensive side of the ball and no injuries. So we've actually been relatively healthy to start this season, aside from the Kenny Pickett injury. Can Mitch Trubisky pick us up a victory, our first victory on the year? As rookie Keanu Benton has his first upgrade of the season, I'm going to go run stopper with him. He actually isn't a bad pass rusher for his size, but the focus with him at 309 pounds is to be a good run stopper. And then we also got an upgrade here with Pat Freiermuth. I'm going to go vertical threat, put him at 85 on both of them. A lot of our guys' morale is down. So that's something we need to focus on, is getting some victories so that the morale can go up and we can have players play to their true ratings. So looking at the Raiders injury report, Chandler Jones, which what in the world is going on with Chandler Jones in real life? This guy's lost his mind. It's a CTE treatment that Antonio Brown has had. I mean, it's pretty sad. Pretty ironic we're not going to be playing against him as he's got a ruptured disc in this game. And then the rest of the injury report looks pretty solid for them. A lot of their guys are going to be healthy. Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, and then can you take advantage of Jimmy Garoppolo? As in real life, he leads the league in interceptions. Can we pick him off at least once in this game? As I am ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders on the road Sunday Night Football. As we are here at Allegiant Stadium, as this is what, the 3rd season now that the Raiders have been in Las Vegas, 3rd or 4th season, I actually don't remember at the moment. But Najee Harris, 17 carries, 105 yards last week. He has been our best offensive player, and that's actually quite surprising if you ask me, because I didn't think that Najee Harris was going to be in our future plans at all, but he's actually done amazing to start this season. We're going to look to rely on him and Jaylen Warren and maybe James Robinson in this game on offense. I really don't want to pass the ball more than 25 times in this game. Also, I did turn the volume up for the gameplay, so hopefully it's not too loud. If it is, then I'll have to find the perfect medium ground, as we had it at -25 on OBS. Now I have it at -20. Hopefully the sound is pretty good quality. So Olszewski is back there to return the kickoff at the moment. If he is, then Madden reordered my depth chart, which I have set to manual, and that's just kind of frustrating because they literally set it so that you can now manually disable the reordered depth chart, but we have Olszewski back here to return the kickoff. Makes no sense to me, but Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season, and when you start out 0-2, you have to worry that that losing season might be a possibility. Mitchell Trubisky is going to try and help that not be a possibility, but he's only 67 overall, so he's not the greatest quarterback in the world. In week 1, he had 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Can he take care of the football and lead us to a victory? I really don't know what the key to this game is, other than just don't turn the football over. And if you can play solid defense, you're going to give yourself a chance to win at least. As we're going to get out of the pocket here on 1st down, and that pass is going to fall incomplete. You know, I think getting out of the pocket is a smart idea, but if you're not setting your feet when you throw, more than likely with a 67 overall quarterback, it's going to be a bad throw. So 2nd down and 10 here, as we're going to give it to Najee for his first carry of the game. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. I should have put my head down and tried to run over the secondary, as that's just something in real life that Najee Harris doesn't even do. He doesn't ever really try to put his head down and just run over guys. As 3rd down and 5, it's our first 3rd down of the game, as we're going to step up with Trubisky, get down and pick up a 1st down. That's exactly what we need to do. If, you know, you take your drop and nobody's open, look for a lane to try and run, but get down as soon as possible because you don't want to fumble. So that's our first down of the game. Here is our 2nd run with Najee Harris, and he picks up no yards. Also, I've been trying to call a little bit more slants, try and get George Pickens involved a little bit more in the offense. because I just don't know what routes to really run with him, as we're going to have to get out of the pocket again. Just throw this one up with Trubisky, and thankfully, whoever was on Freiermuth didn't try to make a play. 3rd down and 10 upcoming. I've thought about putting George Pickens in the slot. Maybe that will give us a better possibility of getting him the football. I haven't made my mind up yet. Yeah, the game did reorder my depth chart. I don't know why, so after this play, I'm actually going to have to go in and fix it. Miles Boykin should not be our slot receiver. This game is terrible. So we're going to try and get this one to Allen Robinson, and we're going to connect for a first down. The best pass of the series so far. So the depth chart is now fixed. Calvin Austin will be out there in the slot. He's actually probably at risk of losing his starting spot anyways, because he's just not creating the separation that we had hoped for. If he's not going to do it, we need to put somebody out there that is going to. 2nd down and 7 here. We're going to flip the play. Try and get Jalen Warren the football here, as right now the Raiders have stacked the box. Maybe we think about trying to pass here, as that one was nearly intercepted by the former Pittsburgh Steeler, Robert Spillane, as Trubisky's going to start off 1 for 7. So 3rd down and 7 here. I'm going to go deep to George Pickens. He's got a step. George Pickens in stride, breaking a tackle and taking down to the 6-yard line. Big time play. We've been waiting for George Pickens to get involved in the game plan. He beat the corner on that play, had plenty of space, and it was a perfect pass by Trubisky. Nate Hobbs in coverage there. As here's another look at it. Trubisky, perfect pass. You know, you had to wonder, does he have it in him or not? As George Pickens has a little bit of speed, but, you know, we talked about it in the last episode. Pickens is primarily a deep threat receiver. Put it on display there. 1st down and goal. We're going to go Jalen Warren up the gut, and he's taken down at the 2-yard line. We're going to go right back to Jalen Warren on this play. There's no linebacker up the middle. Touchdown, Jalen Warren, his first of this season, and only our 2nd offensive touchdown this year, as we are going to take an early lead against the Raiders. The perfect start. So out comes Jimmy Garoppolo. Our defense has not had the best start to the year, giving up 34 plus in both weeks 1 and week 2. So hopefully our defense can play better. I really don't know what to do defensively. The philosophy that we have had just doesn't work. Whenever we go zone, they attack it. If we go man, we get beat bad. So here we go. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders. 2 X factors out there in Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs, and a rookie tight end as well, as they're going to go quick to Devontae Adams on 1st down, and Landon Roberts is there to make the play. You got to imagine we're going to see a lot of running out of this Raiders team. Only 50 pass attempts to start the season out for Garoppolo. So here they are on their first carry of the game, and it's Josh Jacobs getting out to about the 40-yard line, 9-yard carry. 1st down and 10. This is going to be a run. It's a dodge wham, courtesy of Bengal on that one. So pick up a 7 for Jacobs. We're going to go ahead and shift the line here. 2nd down and 3. As it looks like the Raiders are going to switch to play up as Devontae Adams comes from left to right. Joey Porter is matched up on him. It's another run for Jacobs. He's got a big hole. Josh Jacobs is across midfield, and he's got 30 yards rushing already. You have to make your mind up. Do you want to go man and try and bring more people on a blitz to try and stop this run? Or do you want to go zone? Is they're going to go to Devontae Adams. He's got space, and Joey Porter Jr. is there to make the play, but not before a big pickup as the Raiders move into the red zone. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders. They're going to go play action here as Garoppolo's trying to hit Devontae Adams, and he's there, as this one is a touchdown for the Raiders. I'm going to tell you right now, maybe I need to bring down the quarterback accuracy for the CPU, because that's a play that only Patrick Mahomes really makes. I mean, that's just an incredible play. Garoppolo's probably what, like a 76, 77 overall? And, you know, I couldn't do that with a 76 or 77 overall. So, perfect start for the Raiders on offense as our defense continues to give up big plays. The Jaguars beat the Texans 57-0, if you see down below. What a game for the Jags. Is that one worse than the Dolphins winning 70-20? You have to let me know, because I've never seen a game like that in Madden. That is a blowout, as DeMonte KZ got there a little too late, as the Raiders will kick off from the 50. So 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Calvin Austin in motion. It's a play-action fake, and we're just going to get this one back out to Warren. I mean, he's wide open. How do you not hit that? But Jimmy Garoppolo can throw across his body and put a pass right on the money. 2nd down, we're going to go to Najee Harris this time, as he's got himself a 1st down, a pickup of about 13 on 2nd down. So 1st down and 10 here, as we're just going to step up with Trubisky again, get down, pick up 4 yards. I like that right there. That's the smart decision. Second down and 6. We're going to go back to Najee Harris, as that is a good play by Robert Spillane. Third down and 1. We got the heavy set in there, trying to run the ball to start this game as Najee Harris shows some power, his 6th carry already. I want to try and limit his carries to about 20 per game, but if we have to lean on him more than usual, then that's just what we're going to have to do. First down and 10, we're going to go play action. This is probably a little predictable, and then there's another receiver that he just missed. Darnell Washington wide open, and Trubisky just can't hit him. Second down and 10, we're going to go run again. Najee Harris, what a block by Samalu. That's an incredible block, putting Diablo on his back. So a big third down and 5 here, as we're going to look to step up again with Trubisky. He's going to be a yard short, as we're going to hurry up to the line here. Maybe we're just going to run it, as the Raiders aren't set. We're taking way too long to get the play call off, as we're going to pick it up anyway. But, man, Trubisky's got to be quicker out there, as Jaylen Warren has his 3rd carry of the game. So 20 play calls already in this game, as we're going to try and get this one up to Freiermuth. This is a pretty looking pass. Pat Freiermuth down to the 5-yard line. Only 3 completions for Trubisky, but 2 of them have been huge. First down and goal for the Steelers. 29 yards to Freiermuth. As that is going to do it for the first quarter. An offensive showing by both teams. We've ran 22 plays compared to the Raiders only with 6 offensive snaps. First down and goal. We're going to go play action. As I thought I had Connor Hayward for a second. We're still going to try and get it to him. Can he cut up field? He does. Picks up a couple of yards. As that's going to be a delay of game. I took way too long to get the play call off. I was trying to make some offensive shifts. Sometimes I forget that we have the clock running, and it's going to start at 15 seconds once we break the huddle. So we don't have a lot of time to screw around, as that one hopefully won't come back to haunt us. So second down and goal. Hopefully we don't make a mistake here. Darnell Washington cut up field next time as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. That's going to bring up third down and goal now. So third down and goal. Once again, the defense just isn't showing that they're going to try and commit to the run, as Najee Harris is not going to be able to score. It's going to be fourth down and goal. And now we kind of have a decision to make. Fourth down and goal. This is a big-time play right here. Try and get it to Najee Harris. He hangs on. Touchdown. Steelers. It's the first passing touchdown of the year, as Najee Harris has a receiving touchdown. Man, I thought he was going to drop that there. Thankfully, he came down with it. The safety came down on a blitz, and we threw it right behind him. I thought for a second we threw it just a little too late. Fortunately, Najee Harris isn't a terrible receiving running back, so that's a touchdown, and we're off to a great start on offense. As here comes Davante Adams. 3 catches, 46 yards, and a touchdown already in this game. As this Raiders offense on their first drive, they looked very good. They looked like they were able to run the ball and pass the ball. And you have to wonder, is man defense going to be smart going up against Davante Adams? They're going to play action here on first down, as they're going to throw this one complete for a first down. 4 for 4 is Jimmy Garoppolo's Jacoby Myers on the reception. TJ Watt still without a full sack so far this season. We're going to look to try and get him going, and he's got his first sack of the game. Perfect timing for TJ Watt. As I'm thinking about calling a timeout here. They might go with a run, and if they do, they might gash us for a big gain. They are going to go play action, as now Larry Ogunjobi is going to join the sack party. Third down and 29 upcoming. Now, to be honest with you, I don't even know what to go with, as this is going to be a pretty obvious passing down, right? As here comes Watt again, and it's 3 sacks in a row for the Steelers defense. TJ Watt with his second sack on this drive. Fourth down and 44 upcoming. We have not seen this pressure out of the defense. As you know, I'm using TJ Watt on that play. It's not fair to use him every play, so I don't. But the plays that I do use him, I expect him to do something big. As Calvin Austin is set to return to punt. He's got quite a bit of space here. He's got good speed. He's taken down at the 48-yard line, as that's a really good answer by this Steelers defense. An opportunity for us to go up by 2 scores. So first down and 10 here for the Steelers, as we're going to try and get this one to Allen Robinson. He's got a lot of space, as the drag routes have probably been our most successful route combination here on offense recently. You know, it's quick, and if they do go man, then you give yourself a chance to create space. It's first down and 10. We're in Raiders territory again, as we're going to go run to Najee Harris. He's got space. Najee Harris with a first down carry. His 9th rush attempt already, but 46 yards. He's got a touchdown through the air. Moving Washington over to the left, as we're going to go with a run with Jaylen Warren. trying to win on Broderick Jones, but he was just too slow to get out there. But it's another first down carry for the Steelers, and it's 1st and 10 upcoming. 1st down and 10 here. We're going to go play action. Just try and get this one to Freiermuth as he's going to catch it. Try to get upfield. 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5. Now we're going to try and get this one to Najee Harris again. And there you go. There's another WWE tackle, as it's just very goofy. So 3rd down and 5. We're going to go from the single back look. Try and get this one behind the linebacker, and Allen Robinson drops a touchdown reception. That was a risky pass there, but it was a very good pass by Trubisky. And then Allen Robinson just has stone hands. So we're going to try and just take our 3 here, as this one should be right on the middle. As we're going to take a 17-7 lead. Very good start for our offense. 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Should have been our 3rd touchdown of the half, but Allen Robinson, like I said, just has poor hands on that play. As TJ Watt is in the zone, so can he make a big-time play here? I don't know what the Raiders have to do to get him out of the zone, but let's see. Can Watt make a play? This is a good blocking by this Raiders offensive line. Here comes TJ Watt, his 3rd sack of the game. 4 straight sacks for this Steelers defense. TJ Watt with only a half sack through the first 2 games. He has 3 in the first half. 2nd down and 23. We're only going to bring 4 here, but we're going to bring down Holcomb as well. As we're trying to go zone here, as right now these Raiders receivers just aren't getting space. They're not getting open. 3rd down and 23 upcoming. I really don't know what the play call will be here. 3rd down and 23. Garoppolo drops back. It's going to be a screen to Josh Jacobs. Should have him tackled, and we do. 4th down upcoming. We have an opportunity to put up more points. Calvin Austin again with a lot of space here on the return, as he's going to take this one right. Calvin Austin's going to take this one across midfield to the 43-yard line. Man, this is the perfect start to a game here. So James Robinson will check into the game for his first Pittsburgh Steelers action. Man, we got to take number 36 off of him. He cannot be wearing Jerome Bettis' number, as that's just a slow developing play. We tried it in week 1, didn't really work. We pick up 2 yards, as it would be really nice to try and score a touchdown here. 2nd down and 8 here. Try and get this one to Freiermuth. Thankfully, Madden had changed it so that if the defensive back has his head turned, he's not just going to magically turn around and pick it off. So that one was a pretty bad play. 3rd down and 8 here for the Steelers offense. Just try and get this one to George Pickens. Let him catch and run. Cuts upfield. It's a 1st down. Mitch Trubisky, 9 of 16. I said I didn't want to have over 25 passing attempts, but it really doesn't matter right now. 1st down and 10 here for the Steelers. We're going to just try and throw this one up to Calvin Austin. He's got a lot of space, and if it was a perfect pass, it would have been a touchdown for Trubisky and Calvin Austin. Instead, it's not a good pass, and that's the result. 2nd down and 10 now. Try and get this one to Calvin Austin. There we go. It's a pretty good route. Man, what is up with these goofy tackling animations? 1st down and 10. Calvin Austin finds the space there as they went zone, as Najee Harris into the game. 1st down and 10 from the 21-yard line, and he's going to be taken down by Spillane. 2nd down and 10. We're just going to get out of the pocket here with Trubisky as he tried to hit Allen Robinson there. Poor pass. 3rd down and 10 upcoming. Man, we have had the football for majority of this game at the moment. 3rd down and 10 with about a minute and a half left here in the first half. We're just going to try and get this one to Najee Harris on the screen, as Spillane's there to stop him. The Raiders will call their first timeout. And we're just going to take our field goal here and take our points, take a 20-7 lead here, hopefully, as long as Boswell is automatic. You don't really have to question it. Boswell is just that automatic. I never thought I would see the day that we would score 20 points, but we have 20 points at the end of the first half. It's not even over yet. We could get, some magic to happen, something good to happen here, and we could try and extend our lead. Going to continue to try and get after the quarterback here. Got to imagine the Raiders are going to pass the football, try and get down the field and get some points, as they're going to throw this one out to Josh Jacobs. He picks up 4 yards. Clock will stop. 2nd down and 6. Another pass here. Quick hitter to Devontae Adams, as he's going to be inbounds. Clock will remain going, as they're going to go no huddle here. 1st and 10. And I got to say, cover 2 has been what has worked the best here in this game so far. If Alex Highsmith could just get after the quarterback as well, this would be a crazy pass rush combo. 2nd down and 10. Clock continues to run. Raiders are going to hold on to their 2 timeouts, as here comes TJ Watt again, trying to get there to the quarterback. Devontae Adams catches it, picks up the 1st down. Right now, since we're going cover 2, they are going to try and take advantage of us leaving the flats open. Even though in cover 2, you're really trying to take away the short routes, but it's worked out pretty well for them here. So here's Josh Jacobs on the run, as that's going to be the second timeout. 2nd down and 5 here for Garoppolo, as he's going to throw this one out to Jacobs. That one is caught inbounds, so it's going to be the final timeout for the Raiders. 3rd down and 5. Can TJ Watt pick up his 4th sack of the first half? Here he comes, as this one is caught by Jacoby Myers. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock. As they're just going to go with the field goal attempt already. 19 seconds left on the clock. Maybe a little too early. You still have an opportunity to throw a couple of passes for the end zone, as this one is up and it is good to make this one 20-10. Probably poor clock management by the AI there, but that's what you tend to see in Madden. The CPU just has terrible clock management. Now with 3 timeouts, do you think about trying to call a couple of shot plays and put up some points, or do you just live with the result here in the first half and just send it to halftime? As there's another WWE tackle. 1st down and 10 here. We're just going to run the clock out as Najee Harris picks up no yardage. That's going to do it for the first half. We lead 20-10. And I got to say, we took care of the football. And Trubisky played pretty good. 40 offensive plays for us. The Raiders, I got to say, probably didn't even hit 20 offensive plays. So we've done a good job at keeping them off the field. They have 20 offensive snaps compared to our 42. As this is the best offense that we've had all season. As the 49ers will remain undefeated, 3-0. Christian McCaffrey only 5 carries for 26 yards. Maybe he got hurt, but you got to imagine that he would have gotten more carries otherwise. And then looking at our AFC North rival, the Baltimore Ravens, they win 34-7 against Anthony Richardson. He throws 4 interceptions. It can be worse than that. As we saw last week with Mason Rudolph, it was a pretty bad showing. As looking at our other rivals, the Cleveland Browns lose to the Titans 38-21, and the Bengals play tomorrow night against the Rams. As the Raiders will get the football to start off the second half, I think coaching-wise, I think we have to continue to play the defense that we have. And then on offense, I think we continue to try and run the ball with Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren, and then take advantage of the passes when we're able to. Not try to do too much, just do what we have to win this game. 1st down and 10 here for the Raiders. Under 100 yards for them so far, as they're going to go play action here on the first play. They got a lot of time. Devontae Adams is wide open, and he's caught it down to the 30-yard line. 12 of 13 is Jimmy Garoppolo. He's played a near-perfect game up to this point. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders. It's going to be another play action. Here comes Montravius Adams for the sack. The 5th team sack of the game. They continue to go play action. They know that our defensive line and our edge rushers are getting after the quarterback in this game, but they continue to go play action. They continue to go with the long developing plays, and it just is not working. 2nd and long here. They're going to go with the run. It's Josh Jacobs up the middle. He picks up 5 yards, and that's only the 5th carry for the superstar X Factor. 3rd down and 15. Here comes TJ Watt again. He beats the right tackle, and he has his 4th sack of the game. What a game for TJ Watt. It's getting to the point that I might have to think about not using him as much, but he is just destroying that right tackle. As you know what, in week 1 and week 2, we used TJ Watt a lot. We were unable to create any pressure, but in this game right here, I don't know if it's just a matchup problem, but we're having a lot more success. 4th down upcoming. Here is their right tackle. It's Jermaine Eluemunor. I don't really know how you say it. He's 73 overall, so it would make sense that it is a matchup problem. Their left tackle is Colton Miller. Maybe you think about switching him over to the right side to try and stop TJ Watt's pressure. So 1st down and 10, you got to think with a touchdown here, that could potentially put us in position to try and make things very difficult for the Raiders, as Jaylen Warren was lucky to get pretty much anything on that play. 2nd down, we're going to go back to Jaylen Warren on this play. And then what a push by Broderick Jones to make this one 3rd and 1 versus 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. As Broderick Jones came in there and pushed the pile as David Long came in and made the tackle. 3rd down and 1, we're going to go with that offensive set, that heavy set. Dan Moore's out there as a tight end. I like using this one on 3rd and short as Najee Harris goes up the middle and he picks up the 1st down. Only 50 yards for him today, but he's doing what he has to. 1st down and 10 here. We're going to go play action. Try and get something out of this one. As Trubisky sacked, as that is the rookie Tyree Wilson for his 1st sack of the game and our 1st sack allowed. That's something we've done in this game. We've tried to go play action and try and take advantage of this Raiders team, but they sniffed it out that time. Second down and 10. We're going to go run up the middle with Najee Harris. Try and get something. It's 7 yards, so it's third down and long, but it's third down and manageable if you ask me. Third down and 13. This is a big-time play here. Try and get this one out. Tried to get it to George Pickens, but Max Crosby came off the edge, as there's not a whole lot you can do on that play. I might have missed a receiver, but we're not going to be, Monday morning quarterbacks? Is that what they call it? Or armchair quarterbacks? Whatever they call it. Whatever the saying is. Here's Davante Adams, 6 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown, as he's played very good in this game. First down and 10, it is a run for Josh Jacobs, as he picks up maybe 1 yard. As Cole Holcomb and Keanu Benton were there to make the play. Raiders changing to play here on offense. We're going cover 6 again. Maybe they got a feeling that that's what we're going with here, as Alex Highsmith's just creating no pressure. Poor pass by Garoppolo. Third down and 9 here. I'm going to go with the same defensive look, just out of dime this time. Trying to get something that can work here for us, as Alex Highsmith's double team to the left. Garoppolo doesn't have a lot of time. He's going to throw this one away. TJ Watt was looking for sack number 5. Calvin Austin here on the return. He's going to cut this one back left, cut it back right, and then there's another WWE tackle. Man, this game can be very goofy, as I thought Calvin Austin had a chance to return that one. As we have the football at the 34-yard line. First down and 10 here. As we're just going to step up with Trubisky, get down, pick up 6 yards. He's done very good in this game. Only been sacked 1 time. He steps up in the pocket when he needs to, as that's just exactly what you want to see. Second down and 4 here. We're going to go play action again. Just try and get this one to Najee Harris, as Max Crosby's in there to make the play. Trubisky, only 50% completion percentage. We haven't passed the ball that much here in the second half. As James Robinson will check into the game now. Maybe he's a guy that could potentially get the football. Trubisky's going to step up again, as he's got a first down. Mitch Trubisky using his legs. He takes care of the football, as we have the football now at the 44-yard line, first and 10. First and 10, and guess what? We're going to go play action again. Try and get this one to Austin. Pass falls incomplete. Pretty solid pass by Trubisky there. You don't put the ball in harm's way, and I can appreciate that. So third down and 10, we're going to leave Freiermuth and Jalen Warren in the backfield to protect, as we're going to try and hit George Pickens. That one's going to be intercepted. Should have lobbed it over. Diablo with the interception, as that's just not what you wanted to happen there. I think the route combo is good. The middle linebackers, you just got to be able to get it over their head, maybe throw a high pass with a little bit of a lob. Although even then, that was still a terrible pass. Maybe the delivery was just too late. I don't know. It is what it is. In all seriousness, as long as we can still win this game, at the end of the day, that interception is not going to matter. First down and 10 here, as they're going to throw this one deep to Davante Adams, and he almost came down with it. Mika Fitzpatrick over there to help out Levi Wallace. As the Raiders are doing a lot of audibles here in the second half. Maybe they're seeing something that they like, but even when they do it, they haven't really gotten anything going. As Highsmith was in there, hit Garoppolo. Josh Jacobs is going to be a yard short of the first down. Third down and 1 here for the Raiders. They're going to go with the run. It's Jacobs, and he's tackled in the backfield. It was Elandon Roberts who got there first. Joey Porter Jr. had came in and cleaned it up. His third tackle in the game. Joey Porter Jr. getting a lot of snaps here on defense. That's a 3-4 look. Really, he shouldn't be out there. You got to wonder, is Patrick Peterson just not on the field at the moment? As they're going to go for it here on fourth down, and they're going to go with a goal line set. I don't know if this is probably the best offensive formation. You're 3 yards short. They're going to go with the run. Montravius Adams is there to make the play. What a play by Adams, as Josh Jacobs has not gotten anything going in this game. Turnover on downs. First down and 10 here for the Steelers. We're going to go with the tight end screen. We saw this play last week, as it's going to pick up about 5 yards, as trying to get Pat Freiermuth going here late in this game. Second down and 5 here. We're just going to give this one to Najee Harris. He's got a lot of space as Freiermuth getting downfield and blocking for us. 71 yards for Najee Harris on 15 carries. He's on track of what we wanted to get out of him in today's game. Second down and 3. This is a potential area for a big play, as Max Crosby came off the edge. We just dropped back way too far. I was waiting for Calvin Austin to come open on the wheel route, as third down and 14 will be upcoming. Max Crosby in the zone now. Third down and 14. We're just going to throw this one up to George Pickens. Can he come down with it, as he was overthrown by Trubisky? He had a step on Hobbs. Fourth down upcoming, and unfortunately, we're going to have to punt the ball away again. But our defense is playing good at the moment, so I've been pleased. As here's the punt by Presley Harvin. This one's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Tried to angle that one more over towards the sidelines. Was unsuccessful. First down and 10. If this is a run or a completion, this will probably be the last play of the third quarter. There's a good run by Josh Jacobs. Been waiting on that one all game. As the third quarter was just a defensive battle, neither offense was able to get anything going. As we're going to look to pull away here in the fourth quarter, hopefully. Second down and 5. The Raiders are going to switch to a 5-wide look here. Alex Highsmith coming off the edge, and he's just getting bullied at the moment. But there's a sack for Keanu Benton. His second sack of his career, his second sack of the season, and our 7th as a team. Third down and 16, looking to get off the field here. They're going to throw this one deep to Jacoby Myers, and the pass is broken up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. That run right there was a cover 6 press. We went cover 2 on the left side as Jacoby Myers found a spot there. Garoppolo tried to hit him on the hole shot, but Minkah Fitzpatrick is one of the best in the league at doing that. At the moment, it just kind of feels like we're unable to get anything going here on offense. I don't know if I'm just not calling the right plays or what the case is this one's going to be a tackle for loss for Robert Spillane. Second down and 12 now. Trying to get this one to Pickens on the curl route, and he dropped it. Are you kidding me? What in the world is going on with our offense all of a sudden? Now we have a 3rd and long. We're going to leave Freiermuth and Harris in the block here. Hopefully we can pick this one up. We're just going to go deep here to George Pickens. One-on-one coverage. I like it, as this one is broken up, and we're going to have to punt the ball away again. As Harvin's better get this one away, or it's going to be blocked, but it's actually going to be a potential roughing the punter, as we're going to see if they call it a running into the punter, as here's the call. It is going to be a roughing the kicker. We're going to go ahead and accept that, as it's going to be first down and 10 Steelers. That's a boneheaded play by the Raiders. You know, you get the football back, a chance to get back into it, and then Max Crosby, you know, the all-pro edge rusher, makes the mistake of running into, I should say, roughing our kicker. 8-yard carry for Najee Harris. Second down and 2 here. We're going to go play action, but we need to get rid of this football quickly if we want to not get hit. Trubisky, he's got Darnell Washington wide open. First down and 10. I saw him just a tad bit too late, or it probably would have been a walk-in touchdown for Washington. First down and 10 here for the Steelers. Try and get this one to George Pickens, and somehow he catches that one, but he drops a wide open curl route. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me. Second down and 4 here. We're going to go run with Najee Harris. Try and pick up what we can. It's going to be a pickup of 2. So we're going to go hurry up here. I'm going to run this clock down to about 3 seconds on the play clock, and then we're going to snap the ball. Third down and 2. Here is the play. Try and get this one to Pickens, as this one is going to be batted down at the line of scrimmage. Fourth down upcoming. I think we're going to just go ahead and take our 3. Coach wants us to go for it. It would be a long drive for them to score. So maybe we'll think about just doing that. Fourth down and 2. I mean, this is a risky play call here. I mean, it would still be a 2-possession game even if we kicked the field goal. But then we would force them to have to score 2 touchdowns, which they haven't even scored 2 to begin with. But I think we're going to go for it here. Try and just put this team out of their misery. Try and get this one to Robinson. Touchdown Steelers. Allen Robinson with the touchdown catch. As I thought he definitely dropped that one. What a catch by Allen Robinson, but what a play by Mitchell Trubisky. Look at it. Trubisky, tight window. As that's just an incredible catch. He caught that around George Pickens. That might be one of the best catches you'll see all year. As we're going to kick the PAT here, if it is good, it will be a 3-score game, and it might look like we're going to walk out of Las Vegas with a victory, our first of the season. First down and 10 here for the Raiders. A player on this Raiders team that I just now thought about is Hunter Renfrow. He's been literally no impact in this game. I don't think he even has 1 target. Second down and 10. It's going to be a run to Josh Jacobs. He's got a lot of space up the middle, and it's his best run of the day. First down and 10 here for the Raiders. It's going to be a quick pass out there. Levi Wallace there to break it up. 5-wide set again here for the Raiders. Another quick pass, as this one is caught by Jacoby Myers. Levi Wallace, he's getting a lot of targets out his way here in this game. As the Raiders are going to go with the 5-wide look again. Third down and 5, probably the biggest play of the game for the Raiders. And it's going to be a quarterback draw. What a weird play call. And the ball's on the ground. Alex Highsmith is there to recover it. We are putting it on the Raiders. Just a goofy play call by this Raiders offensive coordinator. That was just goofy. And then Garoppolo, it felt like you called a quarterback draw, but you didn't mean to. So you started dropping back to begin the play. That's what it looked like Garoppolo did. And then he fumbled to make things worse. So each team with a turnover, we're still waiting on our first interception this season, but we'll take what we can get. As this one is going to be a play action, just try and get this one to Connor Hayward here. Got a little bit of space after the catch, 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and 8 here for the Steelers. They're going to go man defense. Trubisky's just going to get out of the pocket. I thought I was past the line of scrimmage, so I was just trying to give myself up. But fortunately, it's just going to be an incomplete pass anyway. 3rd down and 8 here for the Steelers. As this one's going to be another sack for Max Crosby, and it's going to be a fumble recovery by Tyree Wilson. As Max Crosby is really doing his thing out there right now. Didn't really know where to go with the football on that one. So that's our second turnover of the day. You know, the first one was a bad pass by Trubisky, and then that one right there it's just whatever. Max Crosby eventually is going to get back there to make a play. And that's a drop pass. 2nd down and 10 here. Another quarterback draw. I mean, this is just the goofiest thing I've seen in a long time. They pick up something on that play, 4 yards. So right now, it just feels like the Raiders don't know what to do on offense. 3rd down and 6. Another pass up coming here for the Raiders. As Garoppolo, feeling the heat's just going to get rid of this one. He started off so well, and now he's 14 for 23 passing. I don't know if it's the defensive look that we're giving him, but right now I'm just going with a basic cover 6, and it is working. 4th down here for the Raiders. Highsmith coming off the edge. He's not going to get there, but Davante Adams has a reception. It's a 1st down for the Raiders. It felt like the second half just flew by in this game. The first half, I should say. The second half has just went very slow. They're going to go run here. No, it's play action. Garoppolo trying to hit a fullback. Thought that was an offensive lineman at first. 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7. This is going to be a pass out to Davante Adams. Spin move, and he's going to be taken down a yard short of the 1st down. As they're going to go with a hurry-up look here on offense. They're going to pass this one. As this one's going to be thrown across the middle, and it's broken up. DeMonte KZ in there to clean it up. 4th down and 1. It's going to be a run for Josh Jacobs, and he's got the 1st down. As there is a flag down. If this is a holding call, this one's going to be coming back. As it is going to be a holding on the Raiders, as it was the man who cannot stop TJ Watt. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 6. I really want to get in there and get a sack with Alex Highsmith. He's been unsuccessful at this point. As this one's broken up, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and Davante Adams is injured on the play as well. Looked like he was holding his wrist. Here's a run with Jalen Warren on 1st down. He picks up 3 yards. He's got 8 carries on the day for 40 yards. 2nd down and 7 here. Going to get this one out to Darnell Washington. He's going to cut upfield, and he's got a 1st down. 1st down and 10 here for the Steelers. As we're going to get this one out to Washington again. He's going to pick up 4 yards. His 4th catch of the day and his most successful game of the year so far. 4 catches for 43 yards, and that is the 2-minute warning. We're 2 minutes away from victory number 1 here in the series. This game's been a weird game. The first half was filled with a lot of offense, and then the second half was just a turnover fest and a defensive battle. 2nd down and 6. We're going to go with Najee Harris up the middle. Wait for Samalu. Najee Harris making a man miss. What a run by Najee Harris for a 1st down. He's up to 86 yards on the day. 1st down and 10 here for the Steelers. Probably could just be content with running the clock out, but we're going to continue trying to see what our offense can give us. As Trubisky's thrown the ball 38 times, so much for not wanting to pass the ball more than 25 times. 2nd down and 10, we're going to go with a pitch with Jalen Warren. Just wasn't able to get a full head of steam quick enough. 3rd down and 9 upcoming. This will be the last pass attempt of the game, I promise. 3rd down and 9, we're just going to go deep to Allen Robinson. As he almost comes down with it. 4th down, we're going to punt the ball away. And that's pretty much going to do it for this game. Really probably not going to show you any more. As like I said, I hope this game was entertaining, because this is no more entertaining than a blowout loss like weeks 1 and week 2. And this one's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. But, you know, we came away with the victory, and I think that's the only thing that matters at the moment. We had to get win number 1. And, you know, usually I wouldn't try to call the same defensive play every time, but our defense just needed a successful game today. You know, defensively, we were unable to do anything in weeks 1 and week 2. But in today's game, you know, we went with a defensive look that the Raiders just haven't really been able to handle. That's not saying that the next team that we play is going to suck against our defense as well. That just means that the Raiders themselves are just not playing that well against our defense today. I don't know if it's our philosophy or what the case is. Garoppolo is just going to throw this one away. I'm pretty sure Garoppolo started off like 13 of 14. Now he's 17 of 30 passing, as we've controlled every aspect of this game. We have 2 turnovers. That's the one thing that we just haven't done well. We've turned the ball over twice. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Here's the 3rd down and 10. Garoppolo, here comes Watt again, and it's going to be another throwaway. 4th down and 10 here. Only 3 coming at Garoppolo here. He's got all day to throw, as eventually he's just going to get this one to number 3. Don't know who that is, as they're going to call timeout. I mean, this is crazy. Just take your losses and get out of here. All day to throw again for Garoppolo. No pressure. Only 3 coming on the pass rush. This one's thrown up, and what a hit, as there was 4 guys in the area. I thought we were going to come away with interception number 1. As Watt got there, I'm surprised that one's not a fumble, as it looked like it went backwards. Wouldn't really matter if his arm was going forward or not. But man, TJ Watt has just been dominant in this game, and then altogether our defense has just been good. No complaints from me in this game. 3rd down and 10. They're going to go play action again. TJ Watt thought he was going to pick up his 5th sack. Maybe I should chill on trying to control Watt. Trying to get number 5, though. As they're just going to go Hail Mary here. Kind of as expected. 4th down with only 8 seconds left. Might as well. They're throwing this one deep. A lot of Steelers in the area. Only 3 Raiders. Pass falls incomplete. And that is going to do it here in Las Vegas. We're going to pick up the victory. 27-10 is your final score. Mitchell Trubisky with a very good game today. 2 touchdown passes. He threw 1 interception, but he bounced back just fine. And, you know, that's what we wanted out of him today. We wanted him to take care of the football. He did for the most part. He did fumble on a sack. Max Crosby got in there with the strip sack, but that's going to happen. And we were up 27-10 at that point, so really doesn't bother me all that much. But there is win number 1 here in year number 1 of the series. As taking a look at the team stats, 331 yards of offense for us. We ran the ball with success once again. 21 first downs. We held them to only 216 yards of offense. So a very good bounce back performance by our defense. 2 turnovers. We were 7 of 18 on 3rd downs. They were 1 of 12. Perfect game for us out there today. 2 for 5 with Raiders on 4th down. And then we led time of possession big time in this one, as we just really didn't give them a chance to do anything. Trubisky, 48% completion percentage is not good, but he 19 of 39, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Then Najee Harris, 19 carries for 86 yards. Jalen Warren, 9 for 41 and his first touchdown of the season. And then receiving, Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs were the top 2, but then Darnell Washington, 4 for 43. Najee Harris, 3 for 14. George Pickens, his best game of the season so far, 3 for 61. He did have a drop in this game, which is a little frustrating. And then Pat Freiermuth, 3 catches for 39. And then Allen Robinson, 3 for 36 and a touchdown. Okorafor gave up a sack by us, and then Broderick Jones gives up his first sack of the season. I believe that's his first sack at least. And then looking at the defensive side of the ball, TJ Watt, 4 sacks. Max Crosby with 2. Keanu Benton with 1. Montravius Adams with 1. Larry Ogunjobi with 1. And then Tyree Wilson with 1. The interception was by Divine Diablo. And then 2 forced fumbles. DeMarvin Leal with 1. Max Crosby with 1. And then recoveries were by Alex Highsmith and Tyree Wilson. All in all, a really good performance by our team today. So we need to go ahead and spend some staff points. I do have this set to slower, so we're not going to get as many staff points. I'm going to go ahead and look at Victor Price, our offensive coordinator, and see what we can potentially upgrade here. I'm going to go with vertical threat here. It's 27 points to upgrade it. This will boost our pass blocking for tight ends by 1. So we do have a weekly award winner, and it is TJ Watt winning AFC Defensive Player of the Week with his 4 sacks. Felt like he could have had a little bit more, as I was using him a lot late in the game, but Garoppolo was just getting the ball out in a hurry. And then we have an opportunity for a breakout defensive lineman, and then we have a quarterback 1 check-in. So those are 2 things that we'll take a look at in the next episode when we take on the 1-2 Houston Texans. So we're going to take a look at the Texans injury report real quick. Jimmy Ward will be out. Noah Brown he will actually be out as well. And then looking at the rest of it, they are pretty injured, but they should be fine. Derek Stingley out as well. But we're going to see CJ Stroud for the first time in this series, as he is lighting it up in real life. hopefully we can take advantage of them in this game. So if we look at the AFC North standings, you have the Ravens at 3-0, and they are the league's #1 team. Then you have the Browns at 2-1, and then us at 1-2. And then you got the Bengals at 1-2 as well. So we're going to check in here on our team stats. You know, this is a team game. That's why I'm focusing on the team stats so much and not the individual stats. I don't really care about individual stats. I'm going to be honest with you. As we're not the worst offense in the league, we might be one of the worst passing offenses in the league. We are third worst. And then running, though, we are going to be the third best running team. And then we also are not anywhere near dead last in points per game now. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, we're not the worst defense. You know, we're bottom 10, but that was due to our first 2 games. And then looking at points allowed, we are out of that bottom 10 again. So it feels nice to be in the position we are. A 7-sack day puts us at second place, tied with the Vikings with 9 sacks so far this season. And then a big one to keep an eye on all season long is our turnover differential, as we are -7, but we are not in first place for the most giveaways so far this season. We have 9 turnovers. The Colts have 10. Last game was ideal. That's exactly what you want to see out of your team. You don't want to give the ball away that often. And we did have some mistakes. We did turn the ball over against the Raiders. But when you win 27-10, you kind of ignored a little bit. But the focus moving forward is going to continue to be taking care of the football. We're going to take on the 1-2 Houston Texans in the next video and look to get after this rookie quarterback. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video when we take on CJ Stroud and the Texans. See ya.